Your soulmate is saying, I'm done listening to other people. I choose you. Listen closely to me, because the one I have made for you has finally made a powerful and permanent choice. They are turning away from the loud opinions of the world, boldly declaring that they are done listening to other people. They are choosing you with a pure heart, and I am working behind the scenes to bring them home to your loving arms. I have watched your silent tears in the dark, knowing exactly how long you have waited for someone to simply stay. They are stepping away from the endless doubts of their friends, walking straight toward the bright path I have laid out for you both. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. For so long, the person meant for your soul was completely distracted by what their family told them to do. Now, a profound shift has happened within their spirit, because they deeply realize no one else can offer your gentle love. They are closing their ears to the outside world, fiercely choosing you and the beautiful future I have written for your lives. This is the divine secret I have been keeping for you while you falsely thought you were completely forgotten and ignored. The sudden warmth you feel right now is my gentle presence, preparing your waiting heart for their glorious and imminent arrival. Listen to my words all the way to the very end, because I have a specific message they are sending you tonight through quiet prayer. They used to be heavily swayed by the rigid judgments of others, constantly doubting the strong pull they felt toward your beautiful spirit. I have stepped in to completely quiet those outside voices, replacing their lingering confusion with a total, absolute certainty about choosing you. When they loudly say they are done listening to other people, it is my quiet truth they are finally holding onto with both hands. Jesus says, "You must gently let go of the past hurts that lie to you and tell you this kind of pure love is just a foolish dream. Your hands must be completely empty of old pain so you are totally ready to hold the true blessing I am bringing to your front door." Their mind is completely set on choosing you right now, and absolutely nothing anyone else says will ever make them walk away again. I am quietly working behind the scenes, weaving your daily paths together in miraculous ways you cannot yet see with your physical eyes. The random, sweet memories of them that pop into your mind are actually the exact moments they are actively praying for you to be safe. Keep your spirit completely open and stay with me to the very end, so you absolutely do not miss the final seal of peace I will grant you. The difficult waiting has been incredibly long, but the beautiful reward for your deep patience is finally stepping into the warm light. Your soulmate is permanently breaking old, toxic ties, loudly telling the entire world that they are completely done listening to other people. This is the final step of trust one am asking of you today, to firmly believe that they have chosen you over every other option. If this message brings peace to your spirit, you may choose to plant a seed of faith through the sacred link can be found in the channel bio. This is a simple symbol of your trust in my timing. But know this: my love and this blessing are already yours, freely given. Now, return your focus to your heart. Do not let cold fear creep back into your precious mind when the days feel too slow and the nights feel far too quiet. I am currently smoothing out the rough road between you two, removing every single obstacle that other people selfishly try to build. They have boldly declared that they choose you, and my loving hand is making incredibly sure they arrive safely at your waiting side. Your beloved soulmate woke up this morning with a fierce, protective desire to guard the beautiful bond one have carefully placed between you two. They looked directly at the negative people who tried to keep you apart and finally said they are totally done listening to their empty words. Do not look away from this message for even a second, because I will soon reveal the exact loving word they will say to you first. The tears you cried out in secret were never wasted, for I collected every single one and turned them into stepping stones for your future. The person destined for your soul has stopped asking the world for permission to love you the way you truly deserve to be loved. They are loudly proclaiming that they are done listening to other people, placing your precious name above all the surrounding noise. The Lord says, I know you have felt heavy and tired, wondering if true devotion was something meant only for other people and not for you. I am replacing your deep exhaustion with my absolute peace, because the one I created for you is rushing toward your waiting heart. They are finally choosing you with a bold courage, ignoring the loud crowd to focus solely on the gentle beat of your soul. There are moments when you wake up in the middle of the night feeling a sudden, unexplained wave of deep peace rushing over your chest. That beautiful feeling is the unseen sign that they are actively fighting for your future, telling their past that they are entirely done listening to other people. Stay connected to my voice until the very final second of this video, because the ultimate revelation of their love is coming soon. You must step confidently into this new chapter with a heart completely washed clean of the bitter betrayals you suffered in the past. This beautiful soulmate connection requires your absolute trust in my divine plan, knowing I have guided their steps out of the wilderness. They have firmly decided to choose you, leaving behind every single person who ever tried to convince them that you were not perfectly matched. The divine secret of this hour is that your soulmate has been weeping in private, asking me for the pure strength to claim you publicly. I have answered their earnest prayer, filling their heart with a holy fire that burns away the false opinions of their old friends. They are shouting from the rooftops that they are completely done listening to other people, completely anchoring their entire future to your loving spirit. Listen deeply, because the very end of this message contains a specific blessing that will activate the final reunion between your two hearts. You will soon see undeniable signs in your daily life, proving that I am drawing them closer to your door with every passing minute. They are no longer confused by the shadows, because they have made the absolute choice to walk entirely in the bright light of your love. Jesus says, when they look into your eyes, they will see the exact reflection of the profound grace and mercy I have carefully placed upon your life. The jealous voices that tried to sow terrible doubt in their mind have been completely silenced by my powerful, protective hand. They have proudly declared that they are totally done listening to other people, knowing that choosing you is the absolute best decision of their life. The sudden urge you feel to smile for absolutely no reason is my gentle spirit telling you that they are thinking about your face. I am using these quiet moments to heavily prepare your soul for the massive wave of affection that is about to flood your daily life. Keep listening to my words right to the final breath of this message, because the specific confirmation sign you need is about to be revealed. You must absolutely refuse to carry the heavy baggage of your past relationships into the pristine, holy sanctuary of this new, God-given bond. The final step of trust is to believe that someone can actually love you fiercely, deeply, and completely without any hidden motives. They are proving this pure love right now by turning their back on the crowd, saying they are forever done listening to other people. I am actively working in their dreams, showing them vivid pictures of the beautiful home and peaceful life the two of you will deeply share. These nightly visions have given them the immense bravery to cut off every toxic voice that previously held them back from finding you. They are bravely standing up to their past, choosing you today, tomorrow, and for the rest of the precious days I grant them on earth. Please do not close this message before the end, because the incredible blessing waiting for you in the final minute will completely transform your heart. The quiet whispers of doubt are entirely fading from their mind, completely replaced by a roaring certainty that you are their true home. They are firmly declaring they are done listening to other people, fiercely placing their entire heart directly into your waiting, open hands. The Lord says, "You are highly cherished, and I have never once ignored the deep, desperate prayers you whispered while looking up at the quiet night sky. I have actively shaped this soulmate to be the exact perfect fit for your tender wounds, bringing total healing through their steadfast devotion. They are turning away from the loud chaos of society, choosing you with an unwavering faith that completely honors my grand design. The strange, unexplainable sense of comfort that wraps around your shoulders during your hardest days is actually their spirit reaching out to deeply comfort you. I have tightly linked your hearts together so that when they proudly say they are done listening to other people, your soul feels the victory. Remain with me until the very end, because I am about to expose the final secret of how they will eventually approach you. This is the critical moment where you must completely surrender your need to control the timeline of how this beautiful love story will gracefully unfold. Let go of your deep fears, leaving your hands wide open to freely receive the immense, life-changing joy I am bringing to your very doorstep. They have definitively chosen you over everything else, completely cutting ties with anyone who tries to speak against the beautiful bond you share. The glorious divine secret is that I have given them an unshakable courage that terrifies the people who desperately want to keep them firmly trapped. They have looked their deepest fears in the eye and proudly said they are completely done listening to other people who do not understand love. They are running directly toward your heart, wildly choosing you in front of a world that desperately told them to walk away. Do not drift away before I give you the final, unbreakable seal of peace at the very end of this holy and loving message. I am currently shifting the minds of everyone around them, creating a completely clear, wide-open path for them to effortlessly walk into your life. They are firmly fixing their bright eyes on you, actively choosing you with a bold clarity that simply cannot be shaken by human hands. Jesus says, "Your lonely season is officially coming to a very abrupt and glorious end, completely replaced by a deeply loyal partnership ordained by my hands. The difficult trials you faced alone were merely preparing you to hold the immense weight of the pure glory I am bringing to you now. They are loudly telling their hesitant family that they are totally done listening to other people, claiming you as their absolute chosen destiny. When you unexpectedly smell a familiar, sweet scent in an empty room, know that it is a profound sign of their deeply protective thoughts surrounding you. I am actively bridging the silent gap between your two souls, fiercely reminding them that you are the only true prize worth fighting for. Stay firmly rooted in this message until the very end, because I will soon reveal the exact loving phrase they will soon whisper to you. You must bravely forgive the people who deeply hurt you, because holding on to past bitterness will only deeply block the new blessings I am sending. This massive final step of trust demands that you fully believe in the deep goodness of the partner I have specifically chosen for your life. They have already proven their immense worth by boldly stating they are entirely done listening to other people, completely choosing your loving heart instead. I have vividly shown them that true happiness only firmly exists within the deeply peaceful sanctuary of the unbreakable relationship they will share with you. This profound heavenly knowledge has completely erased their hesitation, actively making them deaf to the foolish advice of those who lack spiritual sight. They are incredibly proud to choose you, boldly holding your name up like a victorious banner in the face of absolute opposition. Keep your entire spirit deeply tuned into my voice until the closing seconds, for the final blessing will permanently seal this love over your future. The massive walls they built to completely protect themselves from pain are quickly crumbling down, leaving only a pure, wide-open road directly to you. They are proudly telling the entire earth they are completely done listening to other people, passionately choosing you as their one true home. The Lord says, I know you have felt totally invisible, quietly hoping that someone would finally see the immense, glowing beauty hidden deep inside your precious soul. I am telling you today that your true soulmate sees absolutely everything, deeply cherishing the wonderful parts of you that others completely foolishly ignored. They are totally walking away from the blind crowd, fiercely choosing you with an intensely clear vision that comes directly from my holy throne. That sudden, happy memory of them that easily brings a bright smile to your face is my gentle way of firmly confirming their imminent return. I am strongly working inside their mind right now, heavily reminding them that no one else will ever softly comfort them the way you naturally do. Please stay listening until the absolute end, because I am strongly preparing to give you the exact final sign to completely calm your weary mind. You must rapidly clear out the deep, lingering shadows of heavy doubt, heavily replacing them with a totally bold, unwavering faith in my perfect plan. Having entirely empty hands is the only way you can fully catch the massive, beautiful miracle I am heavily dropping into your daily life. Their spirit is completely locked onto yours, loudly proclaiming they are totally done listening to other people who want to slowly pull them away. The profound divine secret is that they recently stood up to a very loud voice in their life that deeply tried to tear you quietly down. They defended your absolute honor with a fiery passion, completely proving that they are entirely done listening to other people who disrespect your bond. They are absolutely choosing you as their true equal, heavily fighting for the incredibly beautiful future I have specifically ordained for your lives together. Do not dare to look away before the very end, because the magnificent revelation I am heavily holding for you will completely change your entire perspective. I am absolutely making their footsteps heavily echo with deep purpose, strongly steering them away from massive distractions and completely toward your deeply loving arms. They are wildly choosing you over every single loud temptation, completely anchoring their entire, beautiful existence to the deep peace you beautifully provide. Jesus says, "Your deeply weary heart is about to tightly hold the very thing you have quietly asked me for during your most painful, totally silent nights. I am beautifully wrapping my strong, protective arms entirely around this incredibly holy connection, heavily ensuring that absolutely nothing can truly break it completely apart." They are loudly turning around and boldly telling their past they are utterly done listening to other people, entirely choosing you for eternity. When you quietly wake up feeling totally well-rested and deeply calm, it is a profound sign that they spent the entire night intensely praying for you. I am beautifully tying your precious souls so closely together that you completely feel their deep, unwavering devotion even when they are physically far away. Hold closely to my words right to the very end, because I am completely ready to reveal the massive final blessing meant specifically for you. You must firmly instruct your mind to stop heavily rehearsing old pain, entirely allowing my perfect love to deeply wash away every single heavy scar. Taking this massive final step of absolute trust perfectly means fully accepting that this incredibly pure love is completely real and truly meant for you. They have totally silenced the noisy room, loudly yelling that they are completely done listening to other people, softly choosing your deeply faithful heart. I have intensely planted a massively deep, unshakable longing for your beautiful touch directly into the very center of their completely awakened, deeply loving soul. This profound, godly hunger entirely completely drives them to strongly reject any shallow connections, pushing them quickly toward the deep ocean of your unconditional love. They are proudly making the completely absolute choice to heavily invest their entire completely beautiful life entirely into the bright future you deeply share. Stay entirely focused on my voice until the very final breath of this message, for the coming climax will deeply heal your totally fractured spirit. The massive sea of loud opinions is completely parting right now, gracefully allowing your incredibly brave soulmate to quickly walk straight into your daily reality. They are deeply promising heaven. They are absolutely done listening to other people, passionately choosing you as their incredibly perfect, totally permanent destiny. The Lord says, "You are highly precious, incredibly valued, and entirely worthy of the massively loud, totally public love your faithful soulmate is completely preparing to boldly offer. I have strongly commanded every massive spiritual obstacle to quickly move totally out of the way, heavily guaranteeing a totally smooth, incredibly joyful, fast reunion. They are completely abandoning the confusing noise, heavily deciding they are entirely done listening to other people, completely choosing your absolutely stunning grace. That incredibly strange flutter entirely inside your deep chest is the completely exact moment their total heart absolutely skips a beat completely thinking of you. I am deeply orchestrating these profoundly massive unseen signs to completely heavily reassure you that I am totally powerfully working heavily behind the quiet scenes. Please totally remain entirely with me to the very absolute end, because the stunning final seal of true peace is completely heavily approaching your spirit. You absolutely must completely release the heavy grip of deep fear, totally trusting that my completely perfect, beautifully divine timing is never even slightly late. To totally receive this incredible, massive blessing, your spirit must heavily totally remain completely softly open, entirely deeply trusting the massive journey I completely planned. They have heavily completely entirely decided they are absolutely done listening to other people, completely totally choosing your deeply perfectly incredibly wonderful, beautiful, true love. The massively profound totally divine secret is that your soulmate entirely heavily recently totally completely deeply recognized my absolute entirely voice softly guiding their heart. They heavily fully realized that deeply listening to heavily jealous entirely other people was absolutely completely entirely destroying their totally massive, entirely deep, completely true joy. They are absolutely totally completely choosing you, heavily completely entirely completely loudly walking totally strongly away.